Okay, folks, I am absolutely. That was a tense battle there. Anyway, a quick little observation in the battle. Tokugawa Ieyasu's portrait was actually a gravestone. And for literally about 10 minutes, I've been sat here thinking, he can't be dead. I didn't hear the commentator in the battle announce his death. So for a little short, unnerving couple of minutes, I really did think we had lost him. But thankfully, no. He's still alive. Thank the heavens, hallelujah. And in fact, I was actually so sure, well not so sure, but just in case he had died and I had not been made aware of it, I actually promoted the commander of this force to a general. So we now have another general here, Matsudera Atsutada, commander of this small force, and we're going to have to wait 4 turns roughly for this army to be fully replenished. I mean, are we really in a rush? I don't believe so. And considering that as far as I'm concerned, there is no sign of this large army. Ah, here it is. I may even take this new force down and try and capture Setsu. Anyway, I have to get my breath, I really am. It was a very, very tense battle there. Whew. Enemy ninja detected. God knows where he is. A son is born! Let me have to have a look at that one. Daughter born. Buildings built. And some attrition. Let's go quickly. We have a daughter. I mean, have a son, rather. We have a son! Who is it? It is... Who's had a son? Ah! Mochimori's had a son! Well, God bless you. God bless you indeed. Right, okay. Now that I'm trying to get my breath, let us take a look at what the hell is going on around here, because there's quite a few things happening. Okay, so first of all, we have the Chosokabe ships heading towards our lands. I do think they may get through. They may have the edge on this force here. So I am a little bit worried. Oh, it's crashed. Bloody hell. Okay, folks. Well, isn't this absolutely marvellous? I had an absolutely tense battle. For a short while I thought Ieyasu had died. Everything was up in the air. I came out victorious, promoted a new general, ready to sweep through the Hattori lands, and the game bloody crashed on me again. And now look where it's put me. Right back to where the battle started. Now I'm going to be brutally honest with you, I don't have the time. I'm going out very soon and I don't have the time to fight a battle again like this. So I'm going to have to leave it in the hands of the auto resolve feature, which is going to be hit and miss at very best. If I lose the battle, I will be reloading it because that's not fair. I won the battle fair and square, and therefore I will auto-resolve this until I get victory. And yes, you know, there's nothing else I can do about it. And absolutely, words can't describe how angry I am right now. This game crashes on far too much. Far too much it crashes. This whole force is probably going to get depleted now. Close victory. Actually, it might have done better than I did. This might work out for the better. It might have actually pulled out a stroke better than me. Okay, so here we go. There's no sun this time, but anyway, we won't have had time to lord over a new sun anyway, so it's not a great shakes. Some attrition. Right, shall we reassess what's happened here? For some reason there is another force. Look at this. Tokugawa's Ieyasu troops are barely scratched. This troop force needs some replenishment, yes I agree. But Ieyasu's force is fully stacked and raring to go. So out of a trial and tribulation sprung forth some opportunity. The enemy is obliterated. We have more men left than we did when I fought the battle. So out of that glitch, something good came. Well, it's about time something like that happened. Something went into my favour. So we will sail forth. It's like a time paradox. You thought you saw something, but you didn't really see it. It was all a dream, a vivid dream. Tokugawa Ieyasu's death was in question, and he woke up from that horrible nightmare, and the reality was, he did much better than he did in the dream. That's how I look at it. Okay, so what we're doing here, we're getting our forces ready for a possible Tokugawa invasion. So he's just mooching on down. I think there's one more turn left of recruitment, and then this small contingent will be ready to defend our borderlands down here in case those blasted Tokugawa dare to besmirch us by landing their troops in our lands. Bloody heathens are there. Okay, he continues on his journey south. Okay, there we go. Let's put him over this side, because he does have to maneuver. Okay, hello there folks. I have to apologise about today's session. It's been nothing but error after error. Something has gone wrong. I don't know if I'm cursed today. I don't know what I've done. Have I offended somebody? Some god is striking me down here? You know, we had the whole situation with the battle. We won the battle, the game crashed. Oh, I had to bloody auto-resolve it. But out of that, something good happened. Then, what's happened now? I was bloody in the middle of doing my bits and bats, and my headset, for some reason, my headset is actually plugged into a USB extension wire, because it is on the short side. It's somehow become unconnected, disconnected itself from the USB port slightly, therefore cutting off all the headset sound, so I had to stop the recording to reconnect it so I can continue with my commentary. And as I did that, for some reason the video file that was recording is corrupt, so we've lost about 3 minutes of footage. But what I did in that 3 minutes of footage was I moved Tokugawa Ieyasu out of Kamba. I took down the enemy daimyo who was hiding in these woods here. He's now marching forth, trying to take down this small force here, and then he's going to capture Setsu as his next target. This force is continuing to grow, defensive force for the southern lands here. And that was pretty much as much as I did, I think. I don't recall doing anything else. The ships were just moving. You did see that at the end of the last turn. So yeah, you definitely missed a great deal. But yeah, this has really been a cursed session. It's going to feel very fragmented, I'm afraid, but it's totally out of my control. My computer today is having an absolute total meltdown, which isn't good. Okay. Right, so the Hattori then, they're getting pushed further and further back. But as I did say, because the Daimyo's army is defeated, they are going to be in a great deal of morale hitting situation. They are like headless chickens, I imagine. Our Daimyo's dead. You know, he was a good man. He was a good general. You see his stats. Losing a man like him in the middle of a pivotal situation like this is a great loss, which we won't be mourning for him, I'm afraid. Okay. Oh yes, and I think we took down the enemy ninjas. The enemy ninja loitering around here. Yorimasa, who is turning out to be quite the assassination ninja, took him down without much trouble. So his next target is the general in the Iga province. So there we go. This monk here is probably going to sit pretty in here, waiting for the appropriate opportunity to demoralize the enemy in Iga. And as I said, down to Setsu. So I think now the only thing left to do, and I better do it before something else crashes on me, is the building work. So we need to build a port in Musashi. So I think Musashi is somewhere up here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am mistaken. There's Musashi. I've totally lost track of where things are in my life now. They're so expansive, you know. There it is. Okay, let's get it rated to trade port status. We have room for one more, so that will be Siruga, and I know where Siruga is. Siruga is down here. There it is. And we'll upgrade that to trading port status. That's that sorted. Which leaves us with 3,000, which might just about leave us enough cash to start upgrading Ugo up here. And rather than going for a trading port, which is quite expensive, we may go for roads. Upgrade the roads instead. There we go. And that keeps us above the 2,000, which I like to have in our coffers for emergency situations, should they arise. And that might see us through this turn. I don't believe there's anything else left for us to do. I'm hoping that Tokugawa start to advance their lands on here, push the Hattori even further back. That would be nice. Right, save it in case something goes awry in between now and the start of the next turn. The incoming warships are coming. Here we go. I won't be fighting the battle in the water. I've had enough headaches today without having to get myself stressed over something which I have only fought twice before, as in sea battles. So we're going to leave it to the fate of the auto-resolve. Okay. So, Mr. Ninja Yorimasa, care to lop off the head of this general in here? Oh my god. We have 3 generals now. I think the fact that they lost most of their they lost 4 generals to Tokugawa Ieyasu. I think they've sprung up some more in a desperate bid to try and keep themselves alive. Well, as fast as you can spring them up, we shall chop them down. Toga the Killer reincarnated did this. Oh, but he failed miserably. Damn you, Yorimasa, you're a disgrace! Right, okay, this army is not moving towards us, which is good, which means Mr. Tokugawa, yes? Going. Holy cow, where did it go? Decisive victory! Chop them down like the animals they are. There we go. Down to 6. We shall have it. No questions asked.